What's up, everybody? So, I got to hear Dean Graziosi speak earlier this year. If you don't know who he is one of the top real estate investors and coaches of all time. His businesses do over $100 million a year. This guy has had nearly 1,000 rental properties before. I mean, he's the Mag Daddy in real estate. And he told us an interesting fact. He said that out of all the surveys and studies that he's done and he's heard of in his career, the number one reason that drives entrepreneurs to go into business for themselves and to wake up every day and grind is that they simply want the freedom to control their own lives. They want to be able to decide when they do, what they do, and how they do it. All right. So, that actually links perfectly with what I think is the biggest mistake that entrepreneurs make. And it's essentially avoiding the lifestyle element of starting a business. Starting a business with lifestyle in mind is the only way to correctly start a business. You have to start by imagining the exact life that you would like to live. Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? How many hours a day do you work? Who do you work with? What kind of people are you hanging out with all day? And also, how much money does it require for you to live that life? What does your house cost and your utilities and the vacations you want to take or any money you want to donate or save at groceries, cars? You got to, come up with an approximate amount. One really interesting thing that you'll find is sort of a side note here is that your perfect day, as I'm going to get into in a second, often does not cost nearly as much as you'd think. A lot of people's perfect days that I've seen involve spending time with friends and family, doing recreational activities, spending time outdoors, exercising, volunteering, that kind of stuff, traveling, vacationing. And none of that has to cost a lot of money. The missing ingredient to most people's lives, the reason why they can't do all that stuff all day long is that they don't have enough freedom. That's the main ingredient that people need, not money. Of course, you need some money. Everyone needs a different level. Some people want Lamborghinis and mansions. If you want that, you're going to have to obviously have a different vision, and you may need to be in the game longer to get that much money. But there's other people who might, run the numbers on their perfect day and find out it costs them less than 100 grand a year to live their ideal life, and what they really need is freedom. So that's a really interesting realization, because if you know what you want down to that level of detail, you can start a business that fuels that lifestyle, that links with that perfect day. So the business allows you to live where you want to live. It allows you to work when and where you want and with whom you want, doing what you want. So the business, you have to develop a vision for it, and the vision for the business needs to link with your perfect day. They need to match. They need to basically be two peas in a pod. So I understand that this concept is going to come off as, very conceptual and probably even a little cheesy, just this idea of starting with your perfect day. I advise you to go through the exercise before you judge it. So once you answer all those questions about where you're living, what you're doing, and how, write out just a quick story, like a one-page document, single-spaced, where you're talking about your perfect day and just describe it in detail. What do you do when you wake up? What do you do in the morning? What about lunch, afternoon, evening, at night, etc.? Where do you live? What kind of a business do you have? And then that document becomes your guiding light. So every day when you wake up and you wonder, what action do I need to take today? What's the highest and best thing I can do? It's always the action that's going to lead you towards living your perfect day a little bit more than you did yesterday. It does not mean that you're not going to be able to, or you're going to have to do some things that you don't like to do to get your business up and running. There's no way around that. You can't build this perfect thing. But I'd estimate that 6 months to 2 years, you should be able to build a lifestyle business that then turns around and enhances your lifestyle. If you ignore this advice and you blindly just go after more profit, more money, bigger business, etc., instead of your business enhancing your lifestyle, it could actually proceed to destroy your lifestyle. And that's the trap that a lot of entrepreneurs fall into. Thank you guys for watching, and please, by all means, post your questions and comments down below. What do you think is preventing you from living your perfect day? Peace.